My life be like, ooh, yeah, ooh. My life be like, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh. My life be like.
You want to say something? You wanted to get on camera? Here, say something. Anyway. Yeah, God is so good, man. God has been so good to me. I just wanted to testify of the goodness, the grace of God. Because where I'm at right now, I shouldn't be, or I thought I shouldn't have been. You know, when I just look at my kids and I look at my wife and it's all the blessings, that God has showered upon my life. It's just, I felt like they were just so undeserved, and all the times that I've, messed up and, when I thought I was doing things wrong and, I wasn't getting it right, I really just thought that all this that I have now, which didn't come from me, which came from Christ, it just was so undeserved. But I'm just so thankful for God's grace, and by His grace, I have my wife and I have my children, and it's just such a blessing, just to be able to experience the thing that I'm experiencing, like this right here. It's a blessing, It's really a blessing, and it brings me so much joy just to be able to sit back and to ponder upon all the times where, I thought that I didn't have it right, and I thought that, I wasn't supposed to be here. That this was supposed to be given to somebody else who messed up less, or somebody who had things all together, or somebody who just somebody else other than me. But that wasn't the case with Christ, and I'm so thankful. I'm so happy and I'm joyed, even through bad times and good times or whatnot. I still just look up to God from where my help comes from, and I'm thankful because I know where He's brought me from and who He's created me to be today, in this new person that I am. Hold on. And this new person that I am, I'm just overly joyed, really overly joyed. Now I have 2 kids. I don't just have one. The other one is in the office right now. I got 2 of them. I got my wife. I'm done with kids. I'm through. Ain't no more, none of that. Ain't no kids. You're not getting no more siblings out of me. You got cousins and all that. I'm done. Even though children are a blessing, I'm done. I'm through, y'all. I'm through. But no, seriously, man, I'm really just overjoyed in my spirit. And the crazy thing is that, anybody could have the thing that I have. It's free, and I just look. It kind of breaks my heart sometimes, when you see people who do have what I have as far as a family, and they're not able to like enjoy a simple moment, like going to the park or walking with your kids, or just even being at home and things like that, which I know everybody has different situations, but I'm not gonna get all into that. But I'm just saying I'm thankful for the freedom that I have in God, the joy and the peace that only comes from Christ, that nobody can strip away from me, no matter how bad somebody tries to bring me down, or no matter what people are saying negatively about me or my family behind closed doors. I'm always thankful that I have a peace and I have a joy and I have a salvation that nobody can take away from me. And that is another reason why I'm so joyful, so overwhelmed because of God's beautiful grace, his love, and the product of his grace and his love is sitting right here in this seat, right here. Ain't that right, Abby? That's what I'm talking about. Sitting right there in that seat. I love that little girl, man. Like I say, every time I look at my kids, my wife, you know, it reminds me of how far God has brought me. It reminds me of, dang, you ain't gonna bump all into me. It reminds me of his love. It reminds me of his grace, how far he has brought me, you know, and who I am now. You know, every time I feel like, you know, I start to feel a certain way. You know, I start to feel unworthy. One, you're supposed to really, you're supposed to be, you know, reverting back to the word. I do that, but also I look at my family. I look at the things and the people that God have put in my life, and I also look at the word. And it just brings this joy to my spirit, and I just want to encourage somebody. You know, it's just a blessing. It's really get your feet off the dashboard. It's a blessing. I really hope this encouraged somebody, man, because God is good, very good in the midst of all of your troubles. You know, in the midst of any situation that you're going through, God is always good. If God has blessed you in any sort of way, you know, in those times where the enemy has, you know, surrounded you with negativity, look at the things that God, or the people that God has put into your life. Also, look at the word, because that's what you're really supposed to be looking at. But also look at the things and God, the things or the people that God has put into your life. Because in those moments, when you look back on the word, and you look back and you see how far God has brought you, and you look and you see, you look at the people in your life that God has placed there, and you know, like, man, I didn't deserve this. You know, I'm the least person that should have something like this. But the grace of God.